It's a good possibility that the interview question, why do you want to leave your current job, is going to come up in your next interview. And if you're not prepared for it, chances are your interview will turn into a ticking time bomb. In this video, you'll learn exactly how to answer this tricky interview question. And stick around until the end for a sample answer that you can use and tailor to help you better answer this question. If we've never met before, I'm Heather Austin from ProfessorAustin.com and the Career Club on Facebook. And on this channel, I help professionals like you build a personal brand so that you can land your dream job and grow in a field you love. So if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Also, hit the bell notification so you're notified when I publish a new video or do a live training every week. And before we jump into how to answer this tricky interview question, make sure you download your free copy of the interview guide cheat sheet, where you'll learn how to answer even more common interview questions. I'll place a link for you down below. The interview question, why are you leaving your current job, is a difficult one to answer, but it's one of the most important to get right. It will either set off red flags for an employer or it will get them super excited about hiring you. Whether you want to leave your current job because you're in a toxic work environment or because you're just ready to move on to better career opportunities, it is still possible to make a good standout first impression when this question comes up. Let's jump into it. This question might come in the form of, why are you looking for work right now? Or why do you want to make a job change? Either way, to answer this question with confidence and clarity, you need to first know why the interviewer is even asking this question. Most hiring officials present this question in an interview because they want to know what your professional history looks like. They want to know what are your career goals and aspirations. They also want to know what makes you tick, what keeps you interested and engaged in a position, and if they hire you, will you stick around with them for a while? For example, if you mention that you're leaving your current job because you want a higher salary, they might think that in the near future, you'll do the same to them. Mentioning your dissatisfaction with your salary is one of the worst things you can bring up in an interview. Second, your interviewer wants to know, how are you going to talk about your current employer? If you start bad-mouthing your current employer, it's a big red flag to your interviewer. They're gonna think that you're just gonna do the same to them. So don't gossip about your employer or say how bad things are or might have been. Instead, the biggest rule of thumb when it comes to answering this question is to be positive, kind, and polite. So here's how to do it. You want to mention something positive about your time in that position. You could mention a big accomplishment that you had, or you can even talk about some of the high points you had while you were in that position. Then explain why you are looking to move forward in your career right now, always focusing on those positive, forward-thinking points. Here's a quick list of options that you can mention. You've been interested in the work the company's doing that you are interviewing with, and you'd love to be a part of it. You're looking for a position with more opportunity to grow. You want to learn new skills or break into a slightly different field. You're looking for a new work environment or situation that you believe this new company can offer. For example, maybe you want to transition to working in the office more compared to working remotely, or vice versa. Remember, the worst thing you can do in an interview is to lie. So make sure you choose an answer that is honest and positive. Here's an example you can tailor to your own situation. You might want to take a screenshot of this. I had a great time at company X. I learned and then mentioned the skill, and I got to and then mentioned something you did, a change you made, or an achievement you earned. But now I'm looking for a job that will let me, and then list something described in the job posting. From what I've learned from, and then mention the job posting, the company website, or a personal connection. Your company is a great place for me to utilize my strengths in the areas of, and then list 2 to 3 of your strengths, and to solve the problem of, and then list a pain point that the company is experiencing based on your research from the job posting. Now here's how this might look in a very specific example. I've had a great time at Jane's software company. I learned how to use JavaScript, and I got to be a major part of switching over to a new online program. But now I'm looking for a job that will let me learn more about JavaScript, as well as give me more opportunity to make bigger choices about what I do. As far as I can tell from Software Plus's LinkedIn page and from what Joe tells me, your company seems like a great place for me to find those things. Now, I would love to know in the comments down below, have you ever had this question before? And how did did you answer it? And don't forget to grab your free copy of the interview guide cheat sheet, where you'll learn how to answer some of the more difficult interview questions asked. I'll place a link for you down below. And to help you get off the ground and running in your next interview, take a look at this video right here. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up down below. Be sure to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this, and I will see you next time.